Hello everybody, welcome to this tutorial. So in today's video, I want to give you an overview of how you can use Mailchimp. If you're looking for a more detailed tutorial on the subject, then I do recommend that you watch the full tutorial about Mailchimp, which I will leave at the end of this video and in the description box. Now, the first step is, of course, to sign up with Mailchimp, and that is a very quick process. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes. If you want to know how to do this step by step, then do watch that full tutorial. So once you have set up your Mailchimp account and you log into your account, this is going to be your dashboard area, and it might look a little bit different from my screen here just because I have already set up my audience and campaigns and templates. The thing you need to know is that up here is where all of the magic happens. So this is where you can create your emails, which you can then send out to your subscribers. And this is where you can create lists, so your audience. This is where you can build your audience. Here's where you can see more statistics. And this is where you can access all of your content that you've already uploaded to your Mailchimp account. So for example, images, PDF files, and things like that. Now, when you first log into your Mailchimp account, the first thing that I recommend you do is to create a list. And Mailchimp have recently changed the name from list to audience. It means the same thing. So it means a place where you can store all of your subscribers. Now, when you click on audience, you can see here I have got two lists that have already been created. The first one has 0 subscribers, so 0 contact, and the second one has 1 subscriber, so 1 contact. Now, if you want to create a new audience, the way to do that is to click on this arrow here on the right hand corner where it says manage audience. And then you want to click on view audiences. And here where it says create audience, click on create audience. And then you want to complete this part here. For example, audience name, your subscribers will see this, so make it something appropriate. So for example, you could say, in my case, Natural Vita newsletter. From default email address, in my case, it would be something like info@naturalvita.net. That's my website address. So I do recommend that you add your website address if you've got one. If you don't, you can add a personal email address here. Default name, again, something that your subscribers will recognize, like your personal name or company name. Here you can add how your subscribers joined your newsletters. Here you need to add your address. So this is legally required. You can also enable GDPR, especially if you're sending your emails to European subscribers, then that is mandatory. And I've explained more about this subject in the full tutorial, so please watch that. And here again, you got notifications, so you can choose between getting daily summaries, which I do recommend. I don't recommend one by one. That's just going to bombard your email. So you can get a daily summary of subscribers and unsubscribers. Yes, and once you've completed that, you can save your list. So let me just go back and click on audience here again. Now, once you have created your audience or your list, the next thing is, of course, you can add a subscriber to your list. So you can maybe start with adding yourself. So click on add a subscriber. And what you need to do here is to add the person's email address, their first name. And there are tutorials about this out there. So if you're interested, then do watch those. Just type into YouTube search Mailchimp tags or how to do Mailchimp tags. And then you want to click on this person gave me permission to email them and subscribe. So this is how you can manually subscribe a person. By the way, you can also import subscribers. So here it says import contacts. And for example, you can use CSV or tab delimited text files. This is a very popular one. And I've made a video on how to do this. I will also link it at the end of this video and in the description box as well. Now, once you have added your subscribers, the next step is to, again, I'm going here to the right-hand corner. The next step is to create sign-up forms. Sign-up forms are important. This is the way that your subscribers or people can sign up to your audience list, so to your list. And there are different types of sign-up forms that Mailchimp offers. They have quite a variety. The first one is the embedded forms, and those are the ones that you can add to your website, for example. Then you can also add a pop-up form to your website. This one here, form integrations, I think this one is a paid feature, so I'm not going to go through this one. And then you've got the form builder, and this is where you can design your form. If I click on it, let me just go down. This is the link, and you can add this link, like I mentioned, to your social media accounts and to YouTube. And this is the form. If you want to know how to edit this form in detail, then please watch the full tutorial. So here's where they will add their email, their first name. Then this is GDPR, which is enabled, but you can disable GDPR. And GDPR just means that you are giving your subscribers a preference on what they want to receive from you. So not just every kind of email that you offer, but maybe specific ones that they're interested in. In my case, maybe they're interested in recipes. So then they can choose just to get recipe emails from myself. Now, embedded forms, if I click on this embedded form option here, again, if you want to know how to edit this embedded form, then do watch the full tutorial. If you want to have a more customized sign-up form, you can go to Fiverr and pay someone to help you create a sign-up form. However, you can also use the Mailchimp sign-up form like this one. It's a basic, but it does the job. What you need to do is copy this link, and then you will need to paste it to your website. Okay, so this is an example of a sign-up form, and this is the one that Mailchimp offers. And you can see here, if I scroll up a bit, they have different types. They have the classic one, which is this. Then they have the condensed one, which is this. So it's basically just asking for their email address. And if GDPR is selected, then that is there as well. Horizontal is this. So it's very basic, asking them for their email address, and that's that. Then you've got unstyled. Don't recommend this one, really. Looks very old school. So here are examples of an embedded form that Mailchimp offers. Now let me just quickly give you an example of a pop-up form, and then we move on to campaigns. So like I mentioned, a pop-up form is a form that will pop up when subscribers visit your website. So that can be immediately when they visit, or it can appear after 5 seconds, after 20 seconds, when they scroll to the middle, or when they scroll to the end of the page, or on exit. And you can see here, this is an example of a pop-up form that I've created. So I've added an image here, I've added a bit of text. People need to put in their email address here, and I've got GDPR options here as well, and the subscribe button. Now all of this can be edited, and in the full tutorial I show you how you can edit this pop-up form. So do check that out if you're interested in adding a pop-up form to your website. Okay, now let me X out. So the next step after you have created your sign-up forms is to create your first email. In order to do that, you want to click on campaigns. So campaign means you're sending an email, basically. It's just another name for sending an email. Or sometimes people call it newsletter. Again, it's the same thing as well. To create a campaign, you want to click on create campaign. You can also click here on create. And Mailchimp offers several different campaigns that you can send. So obviously you've got the classic emails. So let me click on email quickly. You can send a regular email, which is just basically a manual email that you send to your subscribers. You've got automated emails, and this is where you set a time and date. So basically you're not manually sending them. And you can also have more than one automated email, so you can have several automated emails. So maybe you send one out when they subscribe, then you send one out the day after with a gift, and another one, so you can really schedule all of these emails to go out whenever you want. You've got plain text, which I'm not going to go into, and A/B test, where you're testing one email against another. I'm not going to go into that one as well. So you've got regular and automated, and these are the most popular. And I will show you examples of both in a second. Then you've got ads, and these are creating Facebook or Instagram ads, or even Google ads. I won't show you how to do this in this video, just because I think it's better to create ads with Facebook or with Instagram rather than with Mailchimp, just because Facebook is the main platform. So why not create the ad on Facebook? That's my thinking. Then you've got landing page, and this is quite a useful feature. I have made a video on how to create a landing page with Mailchimp, and I will link that video again at the end of this video and in the description box if you're interested. Then we have postcards, and you can design a postcard and then literally send it physically to your subscribers. And finally, you've got sign up form. So in my detailed video on how to use Mailchimp, I will show you exactly how to create pop-up forms and embedded forms, and also how to build your form. So please do check out that video. So very quickly, if I click on email here, and I'm just going to call this campaign and begin. Now I'm just going to go into this briefly. However, if you're interested in knowing how to create a detailed campaign with Mailchimp, then please check out the full tutorial. So the first step is to choose your audience, and if you click on the arrow pointing down, you can choose from your created audience lists. Let me choose this one here, the last one. So I can create new segments, or I can choose from the available segments, the pre-built segments that Mailchimp provides here, like new subscribers, active subscribers, inactive subscribers. So I can send emails to any of these segments if I want. And then I can also personalize the to fields, so I can add their personal name here. So if I click on that, the merge tag, I can choose first name, and then Mailchimp will automatically add their first name to the campaign. So that's quite useful. Let me just save this. So from, you've got my naturalvitareal@gmail.com. However, I do recommend that you add your business email here. Then subject, very important part of sending an email. So this might be the first and last thing your subscribers see, depending on how engaging and interesting your subject is. And again, if you want to have an example for the subject and preview text, then do check out the full tutorial. And finally, design email. So if I click on design email, the first step is to select a template. So I can choose from all of these lovely templates that Mailchimp provides. The one that I usually go for is the 1-column full width. So another template that I have used in the past is the 1-2-column full width as well. I'm just going to go with the 1-column full width as an example for this video. So let me click on that now. All right, so once you have selected your template, this is your email builder. And here on the right-hand corner is where you can choose from these different boxes. Once you drag and drop them, you can drop them anywhere here in the email builder area. If you use your mouse to hover over the different blocks, you can see that you can edit your block by selecting the pencil icon here. You can also duplicate a block, or you can delete a block. So say you want to add your logo, then you want to click on the pencil icon, then click on replace. So here's the area where you can upload your image from your computer. So you select your image from your computer. Once it is uploaded, you select it. Say, for example, this one here, and then insert. Click on insert. If you want to delete this area here, for example, click on delete, and then again, click delete, and that block will be deleted. If you want to edit your text, then click again on the pencil icon, and this is where you can add your header, content, as well as your information here. And then once you are done, you want to save and close. Okay, let's just save and close. You've also got the social media icons here, Twitter, Facebook, and your website. And if you click on the pencil icon again, you can add your link here, so your Twitter link, your Facebook link. Here, for example, it says setting, you can change the layout of your icons, like make them bigger, for example. Again, if you want to see a detailed video on how I have modified all of these different areas, then please check out the full tutorial. Now, this last section, you don't need to do anything, because this will automatically be added by Mailchimp. So they will add their logo, they will add your address by default, and they will also add the unsubscribe from the list link, as well as update your preferences. So they will do that. If you have less than 2,000 subscribers and you are using the free option of Mailchimp, then of course their logo will be at the end of your email. So every email that you send, their logo will be at the end. If you don't want that to happen, then obviously you will have to go for the paid option. Now, once you're happy, you want to save and close. The final thing you will need to do is to send your email, or you can schedule it so you can send an automated email as well. Now, the last thing that I want to show you is just an example of a automated email and a regular email that I have already created. So if I just go back to campaigns, by the way, when you click on campaigns, this is where you'll find all of your created campaigns. And you can also sort them as well, so you can create folders for them if you want to make it more orderly, which I do recommend if you're sending tons of emails. Okay, so you can see I've added an image, got some text here. Here I've got the header text. I've added the first name merge tag, which means that Mailchimp will automatically add their first name here. Then I've got the button here, which I've added. I've used the 1-2 column template. This is why you've got the 2 columns here. I've added another image, got my social media links here, and this is my address. And I think at the end you've got the Mailchimp logo. There you go. So this is an example of a regular campaign, which can also become an automated campaign as well. This is the second email that subscribers will get when they sign up to my email. So when subscribers subscribe to my email, they will get a welcome email. So just welcoming them. That's the first email that they will get. And then the second email will go out the day after. And this is the email that they will get. And basically they will receive a free gift with 15 free easy plant-based recipes. This is an automated email. This is an example of an automated email. And if you want to know how to create one like this or similar to this, then again, watch the full tutorial. And if you want to access your templates, then this is where you can do that. So if I click on templates here, so you can see that I have saved some of my emails already, like the 1-2 column that I showed you earlier. So I'm going to leave it here. I think this is a good overview on Mailchimp and all of its features. Again, if you want to know exactly how to create a campaign, also how to create a list or an audience, and how to set up your sign-up forms, like your embedded sign-up forms and pop-up forms, then I do recommend that you watch the full tutorial, which I will leave at the end of this video now. So you're going to see it now pop up and also in the description box. Thank you, lovelies, for watching the video, and see you in the next video. If you haven't subscribed already, do subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.